Hi, good afternoon. My name is Kevin Gilmore with the National Weather Service here in New Orleans. Here's your weekly weather briefing for Sunday, February 9th, 2020. Here's a situation overview where we'll discuss hazardous weather potential for the next upcoming week. We do have some good news. A lot of warm weather is going to return this week. With that, a few hit or miss isolated showers on Monday or Tuesday. However, the bigger rain and storm chances arrive on Wednesday, where some of those storms could be strong to possibly severe. Once the system exits out of the region, we'll be drying out and cooling down on Thursday and Friday. And we'll also discuss river flooding that continues for the Mississippi River, the Pearl River, and Tangipahoa and Bogachita rivers. Here's a current overview of the weather systems across the United States. Here we're talking about for the early part of this upcoming week. We do have a lot of active weather, not here locally, but more so up to our north, where we have a cold front that's forecast to approach area from the northwest and stall out. When it stalls out, we're going to get a lot of heavy rain and potential for some localized flooding across parts of the lower Mississippi Valley region, especially across areas of the southeast from East Texas up to about Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, southern Arkansas, and even northern Louisiana. So if you plan on traveling or have any friends or family up in this region, just something to be aware of, that there will be some flash flooding concerns in these regions. We will be south of this front where we're in the warm sector, which is where we get a lot of Gulf rich moisture coming up from the northern Gulf. And we just stay warm and primarily dry. However, a few isolated showers can't be, it's not out of the question on Monday or Tuesday. But the big picture here is that for the southeast Louisiana and southern Mississippi area, we will be primarily dry. And as I just mentioned, the heavy rain and flash flood potential up to our north. The Weather Prediction Center does have a moderate risk for excessive rainfall for parts of central Mississippi up to north central Alabama. That'll be north of our area and not expected to impact our area on Monday and Tuesday. Upwards in that locations where I just mentioned, you could possibly see around 3 to 4 inches, maybe even locally higher amounts. So rainfall totals this week from Monday morning through Wednesday morning. Primarily this encompasses mostly all those isolated showers I just mentioned in the early part of the week. Some areas may pick up around a tenth to a quarter of an inch. However, the better rain chances will be along and north of I-10 and I-12. Again, not expecting much in the way of heavy rainfall or flash flooding potential Monday or Tuesday. However, by Wednesday, we have a cold front that's going to come through and sweep all of this out, and it may bring with it a line of strong to possibly severe thunderstorms. That's where we'll see possibly a little bit more higher rainfall amounts. We have around an inch to an inch and a half for Baton Rouge. Again, that'll be sweeping across. This is effective Wednesday morning through Thursday morning. Again, the main point here is that we will be seeing heavier rainfall totals on Wednesday. And again, some of these storms may be strong to severe. Just stay tuned for some updates in social media and our website if we have any type of adjustments on the forecast. Now, as I mentioned in the very early part, that we do have a lot of warmer temperatures to talk about. Monday and Tuesday just looks all downright beautiful. Temperatures possibly getting up into the mid to upper 70s. I wouldn't be surprised maybe a few locations hit 80 degrees on Monday and Tuesday. Once the front comes through late Wednesday into Thursday, we do a drop with temperatures back down to the 60s, so it'll feel more like winter as we get towards the later part of the week. But let's enjoy the good weather while we have it here in the early part of the week. Now let's discuss some of the rivers that are currently in flood stage right now. We're going to be discussing the Mississippi rivers, the main stem from Red River Landing, Baton Rouge, and Reserve, as well as the Bogachita and the Tangipahoa River, as well as the Pearl rivers as well. Here's the current forecast. We're going to start at the main stem further up to the northwest with Red River Landing and in Baton Rouge. Currently, we are coming down slightly. However, we are expecting some additional rises in the future, especially if we get towards mid to later parts of February. As far as the Pearl River goes, we are starting to see some steady increases yet again. Again, this is forecast to change as we go within more heavy rain events, and some of the water does kind of come down from up north, especially with some of the forecasted heavy rain up to our north. So we'll be monitoring those very carefully, and the Tangipahoa and Bogachita River as well. The good news for those locations is in the near term these are coming down. So those with interest around the Tangipahoa near Robert, Bogachita near Bush, those are coming down, but remember that there could be additional rises in the future. Here's a summary of the impacts we discussed. Let's enjoy this warm weather on Monday and Tuesday. It'll be very pleasant and mostly sunny, and we'll have maybe a few isolated showers here or there, but it shouldn't be too bad in the way of heavy rain or anything like that. Rain and storm chances do increase on Wednesday when we have our cold front coming through. As a heads up, we may have some strong to severe storms. We will dry out and cool down on Thursday and Friday, and we will continue to monitor some of the river flooding that's ongoing in the Mississippi River, Pearl River, and Tangipahoa and Bogachita rivers. That's it. Hope everyone has a great week.